Hello everyone, I'm back, and let me show you what I've been working on. This is the rear section, carbon fiber. Haven't done anything with it. It doesn't need anything. I was going to set it out in the sun and get it cured more, but there wasn't much sun today, and it was the farthest thing in here, and it's heavy with the mold. So that didn't get done. But what did get done is yesterday we did the fender flare, C2 Grand Sport fender flare for the front. Like I said, I thought I had this piece made. I don't know what happened to it. And I only needed the back half of it, but it was one of those, might as well make the whole thing. So that's what we did. The good thing is we're getting better and better at this. This is a skin, and it looks really good for being a skin. Of course, the back side is really nice because it's up against the body itself, but that's not what will be seen. So anyway, nothing else to do there. I am going to use part of this. I don't know where the fender is. Oh, here it is. So here is the front half of this fender. This is a loose piece for the other side. So the front half is done. The back half is not. It needs some modification adjustment, which is what that piece is for. So it will be grafted onto here, and it will make the front passenger side fender flare. That'll take care of that. For some reason, I have plenty of driver side fender flares. I don't know what the deal was, but I've got enough of those to do 2 cars. All right, that takes care of that. The other thing we did was we redid the nose. The nose, what was the deal? Oh, we only did half of the nose in carbon fiber. The other half is fiberglass. So since we needed to do the passenger half anyway, we decided, well, why don't we go ahead and do the whole thing? A couple of changes I made is the headlights were very difficult to do because of that convoluted shape. So we did not do it that way. I'm actually going to put a flat plate across here and mount the headlights in that flat plate. I think it's going to have to require 2 holes, but it's way excuse me, easier to drill 2 holes or cut 2 holes than it is to try to do that convoluted mess right there. The other thing is we are planning on painting this either flat black or matte black, and so we're not worried about exposed carbon fiber. So we pieced this together with pieces instead of trying to do it all in one. So you can see where one piece ended and another piece started. But again, because it's going to be painted, it doesn't matter. It just needs to be flat and smooth, which is easy to do. So that's what we're going to do over the next few days. The mold was a splash mold. It's not in the greatest of shape. You can see it's got holes in it here and there. Things that had to be fixed. So what I did was I used that silver tape to fix the cracks and the holes, and then I used modeling clay to fix some of the areas that needed to be fixed. So you can see them around here. These are the yellow things. This will come right off. Right now it has epoxy on it because it got epoxied in, but it'll come right off, or should come right off. So no big deal there. Here is the modeling clay, just got some from Walmart. Make sure you get the non-drying. It's easier to deal with, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it's easy to mold, and it should be easy to come off. No reason to get the drying, honestly. And again, here's an area where the mold itself was cracked through here, or it had a hole. I don't know which it was, one of the two. So I just put this silver tape over it, and then after it's cured, sometimes the epoxy, you can see, gets behind the tape. No big deal. That'll sand off really quick. That is actually somewhat embedded in the epoxy, but again, it'll sand off real quick. No big deal. All right, the other thing I'm working on is the other side of, somewhere around here is the fender flare. Oh, it's under there. Okay, that's the other thing I worked on, was that fender flare for the back passenger side. Kind of cleaned it up a little bit. I'll work on it a little more. But we need to get the other side of the fender flare, which would be the driver's side. This is the part of the mold that got damaged in transport. That section in there is completely missing, you can see. But what I found out by putting the part that I did do from the other side, that it looks like I can fake this gap right here fairly easily. We'll find out when I try to do it, but it'll require making probably another section through there. Again, no big deal. Right now, I just sprayed the PVA. Those of you that aren't familiar with it, it is polyvinyl alcohol. This one happens to be Pardal Rexco Pardal Film 10. It sprays in and makes basically a film, kind of like Elmer's glue did when you were a kid. You put it on your hand and let it dry, and then you could peel it off and it was a skin. Well, it does pretty much the exact same thing here. It is hard to get to spray evenly sometimes. It depends on the surface condition. This is the same mold, but you can see that this part over here came out really nice and smooth. That one over there, for some reason, is splotchy. Don't know why. I don't really care. It's just going to be that slight surface texture is going to end up on the part, but almost every part I end up sanding to get it smoother anyway, so that's not a big deal. Plus, it needs to be scuffed up. This is going to be carbon fiber. It needs to be scuffed up so that the paint will stick to it. So as long as we're scuffing it up, we'll probably scuff it up with about 600 grit. It'll take nothing at all to get that, let's call it orange peel, off of it. But like I said, it's kind of bizarre. Sometimes it sprays really, really smooth, and sometimes it doesn't, using the exact same equipment. Everything's exactly the same. Don't know why. All right, that was a lot. I did a lot today. All right, that's all I've got though. Like, subscribe, hit the alert, hit the thanks if you want to donate. And if you don't like what we're doing, you don't know Jack. Bye.